Alright, here is a video I've been waiting to make all week. It is my experience at the Monster Truck Rally that I went to last Friday. Oh boy, I got a whole lot to talk about, so grab your popcorn, grab yourself a cold one, and let's get ready to discuss. First things first, I want to say this right now. This year was absolutely amazing. I have never seen a fairgrounds pull off something that has never been duplicated last week, and I don't think it'll ever be duplicated again. They're going to have to really try if they want to pull something off like that next year. I think it's between this and last year that is really tied, in my opinion, for the best monster truck show that I've ever seen there, even though I've only been there 3 years. The first time, it was really, really good, but the last 2 times have been amazing. So, where to begin? Alright, I think I might as well tell you from my point of view right now. When I got there, it was around 5 o'clock. We was able to get our seats. It was really, really cheap to get in. Another thing I really like about this is that the admission is, it's not free, but it's still pretty expensive, but it's not as bad as Monster Jam is. It's only $15 to get in, and I think that is wonderful for what you get. You know what? So, one of the things I had trouble with is just trying to sit down, because there's just so much, there's a whole lot to do, honestly, because you have all the drivers there. The lineup this year was the best. We had Avenger, Scarlet Bandit, Bounty Hunter for the 3rd year in a row. Raminator was there. Taurus, Higher Education was there. That was a huge surprise. Axe was there, part of Team Scream. I think that was just, Axe was probably my favorite up there with Higher Education in terms of the body look. So that is just unbelievable. And I'm trying to think of some other trucks that were there. I can't really. Oh yeah, Smashosaurus was there, and so was. Oh boy, I'm just flustered right now. I should have made this like a week ago or something. So anyway, I actually got the time to meet all 8 of the drivers. Although Matt Cody and Taurus, because I didn't meet him at first because I didn't know who that was until they said who it was. So they give you like 2 solid hours to go meet all the drivers and stuff. Of course, it was surreal, honestly. Like, I think that one of the best was probably Mark Hall, Raminator. He's just so nice, you know. He's kind of like Jim Kohler, but he's just a really cool dude. I'm not saying Jim Kohler isn't cool, but he's certainly right up there. He's like a certified boy, in my opinion. The only other person that would be on the level of Jim Kohler is Dennis Anderson, but unfortunately he's retired, so what can you do? I got to meet both the Cretans, as you see their trucks right there, and Higher Education. That was such a genuine surprise, and it was just wonderful. And top of that, he came all the way from Washington State. From here to Indiana, that's a long haul, if I ever saw one. You know it. And then I thought about ending up with Jim Kohler, but we decided to do one of the first ones we did with. And every time Jim Kohler is such a wonderful person. It's like every time you meet him, he like blesses you. Honestly, it's like amazing. And it's just really, really cool. Some of my little notes that he was wearing red that day instead of his usual green. In fact, his varsity wasn't even green. It was mostly just black, yellow, and white for some reason. But I guess it's still pretty cool. And then his son Chris was there driving Axe, and he did better than he did last year. He was a top dog in the freestyle. If you saw my videos from the event, you can do that right now. Now with all the shameless plugs out of the way, let's get to the actual event. So we started off with the, well, there was motorcycle jumps, but I did not film it because I tried to conserve as much juice in my phone as I possibly could for the main event, because my phone died last year towards the end, and I absolutely regretted that. So I took whatever means necessary to film the whole thing. I was able to I was definitely able to come back with like 59% on my phone, even though I walked away with 94% when I got there. So that was really, really good. So we start off with the two-wheel skills, and of course the first one to come out, I think, was Taurus, I think. And he did something unbelievable. Here's a little thing. So Northern well, this is a truck I got, Northern Nightmare. So he got up on there and he did like a moonwalk or something. It was incredible. But the winner of two-wheel skills, I didn't get it on video, but the winner was Higher Education. So yeah, he did a pretty cool one. I think it was between that Bounty Hunter, I guess. So we saw a motorcycle front flip right after the two-wheel skills. And I made like a whole bunch of Leo Donald jokes, if you could barely even hear me in that video. Jesus Christ. Anyway, the next thing I want to get into is racing. And racing was cool, to say the least. It's my most viewed video as of right now. From the event, actually. It's by a mile, actually. It's by 13 views, while the other ones have like 8 or 7. So anyway, the first race was Jim Kohler versus Chris Kohler, and then Avenger just annihilated his own son. And also at the very end we had Bounty Hunter versus Scarlet Bandit, and Bounty Hunter won that one easily. Unfortunately, Jim Kohler lost in round 2, but hey, what can you say? You know it. And in the final round, we had Bounty Hunter taking the win over, I think it was Smashosaurus or something. I don't remember, but Bounty Hunter won racing. And then we had the big Motorsaurus, or whatever you call the big robot dragon or whatever. And it was cool. Especially, you're given front row seats that are literally like 10 feet away from the track. And it was surreal. Like, you could literally feel the heat if you were in my shoes. Like, it was amazing. Saw him eat away at a car. Unfortunately, there was no, the other robot wasn't there, but that was okay. Hey, saved the most amount of film that I possibly could. So anyway, now we get to freestyle. Freestyle was amazing. Like, there were so many good ones. Like Smashosaurus, I made the whole Darude Sandstorm meme. I doubt you could possibly hear me say that. And then we got through a whole bunch of there was a lot of great freestyles. Like, no one really broke until we got to Avenger. He did the backflip, and then, so basically he did a backflip, and then landed right on his hood, and then came back. And then he continued for like another 30-ish seconds or so. And then he won that by a mile. And I was able to actually watch the very next days. But I didn't do day 2. I didn't do the Saturday. But I saw him do like a backflip, and then he bounced back and then ripped the whole back axle off that thing. It was badass, to say the very least. You can go look that up on YouTube if you want to. I don't remember the guy's name, but shoutouts to him, because he is a trooper. So yeah, after that, we had to wait for another like 30 minutes to leave, because we wanted everyone to get a head start so we wouldn't get caught up in the traffic. But that's where I met Matt Cody, because I didn't get his autograph at first because I didn't know who it was. I knew that Taurus was a part of Black Stallion, but it didn't look like Michael Vaughters. Is Michael Vaughters even oh yeah, he is racing, because he was on the same day with Lego Fan 501. Shoutouts to Lego Fan 501, by the way. He's a really awesome dude. It was on the same day as the day I went, which was last Friday, and that was just, I actually forgot Michael Vaughters was still racing. But yeah, so we left at about 10 o'clock at night. I was there for 5 hours, but that was absolutely worth it. For some reason, both my shoulders hurt the very next day. It was probably because of how I slept or something, but who knows. This been a very hectic week. Thought I might as well bring this up to you. I got the final truck I needed for the 2018 Hot Wheels Monster Jam series. I'm going to keep it in the box. And I thought I'd move these out of the way, because now I have all 3 of the golden machines I ever made: Gravedigger, Mohawk Warrior, and Hot Wheels. The Gravedigger, I spent $30 on it last year, and now they want $80 for it on Amazon. Mohawk Warrior, got that for 25 bucks. This truck I only got for $13 plus $6 shipping and handling. So that was a deal if I ever saw one, ever. So yeah, that was my whole experience. I hope they really continue up with the amazingness that was this year, and multiply that by like 200 next year. So if I do go next year, which I definitely will, I'll be there to film it. So thank you guys for watching this experience video, and I hope you guys have a rockin' day.